What's up, guys? Kyle here at the 2017 Nissan Rogue Sport. This is the newest addition to Nissan's crossover SUV lineup, and it's actually a repurposed version of one of its best-selling European vehicles, the Qashqai. But because everyone loves the Nissan Rogue here in the US, apparently, they have decided to sort of repackage it, rebrand it, make a few tweaks, and call it the Rogue Sport. So I'm going to walk you through the interior of this vehicle a little bit and show you just what exactly is going on. Alright, so let's start off with the center stack area, which has this nice 7-inch touchscreen display with Nissan's Nissan Connect system, which is not a bad system. I don't have any particular issues with it, but it is it feels a little dated, sort of simplistic in its interface, as you can kind of see. Does have things like traffic alerts. You can get apps for all types of stuff. Google search, Pandora, TripAdvisor, to name a few. And there's other connective services which help you navigate, plan your trips, communicate with Nissan if need be. And it has Bluetooth connectivity and voice controls, which is very convenient, especially for those of us who want to avoid talking/texting with a phone in our hand. Other things this does, it's got satellite radio capabilities, auxiliary hookup, USB, terrestrial radio, and it's also got a navigation and mapping system. Design-wise, this is pretty par for the course for Nissan, with the sort of cluster of buttons and knob on each side of the screen. Pretty simple, easy to reach without too much difficulty. Again, this is a smaller vehicle, so you'd kind of expect it to be this way. Here, climate control cluster is, again, fairly intuitive. It has automatic temperature control, which is nice in certain ways. Maybe a little more show than go, in the terms of I don't really know that it's necessary to be able to set things exactly to 67 degrees, and nor have I tested the accuracy of this reading. But it's nice that you can have two different climate settings. There are two seat warmer controls with high and low settings for the driver and passenger seats. These systems get going pretty quickly, and will get you feeling nice and toasty in a jiffy. Over here, on the dashboard and between the gauge clusters, there is another display screen which allows you to track your trip, speed, driver assistance settings. Pretty much anything you need while driving can be controlled from the steering wheel, which is nice. It lets you keep your eyes within a relative range of the road if you need to take them off momentarily. It's not a big departure. You can also control your cruise control settings here. A little button that determines the distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you. Audio controls as well, the whole 9 yards. Down here on the left side, we've got a few other controls. Buttons to control your electric stability control, your Nissan Shield system, which is what Nissan calls their sort of driver assistance package, which includes pedestrian detection, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, that whole thing. Can be controlled from a button over here. All-wheel drive lock, steering wheel warmer, again, a nice touch for the colder months, and an eco drive setting. I point these controls out because Nissan has a tendency to cluster these sort of functions on buttons that are down here on the left side of the cabin, and really in not a very convenient place, especially while driving. I would like them to maybe relocate them possibly into the center console, maybe into the steering wheel, or even if you had to put a little extra layer on the front. I just think it would make people's lives easier, and it would probably make the vehicle just a bit safer if people weren't having to sort of fish around blindly. Comfort-wise, this is a small crossover, as I said, but it doesn't feel too cramped, and I'm on the taller side. I'm about 6'2". I have plenty of headroom, even with this moonroof above us, and plenty of shoulder room, so I really can't complain. I think Nissan has done a good job of being economical with their space, especially in this front section. Let's explore the back though and see what that's like. Alright, so as you can see, I'm in the back. I'm sitting behind myself technically because the front chair is in the same position it was in when I was driving. And I've got a decent amount of room. My knees are right up against the back seat, but if I really sit up straight and practice good posture, as I should, I do get a little bit of clearance. Headroom, again, is also not bad. It bumps up a little bit in the back here. I don't know if you can see, there's a little curvature in the roof, but it's nice. I don't feel claustrophobic. You know, shoulder room's gonna be a little tighter no matter what in the back, just the way things go. But I could sit back here for an hour or two comfortably. There are flat folding seats here, which opens up into this sort of trunk area. And these seats fold as well. And it opens up to a pretty healthy amount of room. I actually conducted a move in this vehicle, and I was able to fit a good amount of stuff for even though this is has a fairly small footprint. Downsides, I mean, there aren't too many. Obviously, it is a smaller vehicle on the grander scope of things. If you really are transporting passengers frequently, I would probably suggest upgrading in size to the regular Rogue or another vehicle of that size. And same goes if you really need a lot of cargo room. But if you need something, if you need to move a piece of furniture, a smaller piece of furniture, if you need to move some boxes and your day-to-day sort of goods, it should take care of you. A few final pieces of information. This is Nissan's charcoal interior package. They also offer a few other colors, but nothing too crazy. This is the SL package for the Rogue Sport, and it comes to about $31,000. And again, this is fully loaded, so it's going to be a little bit on the pricier side. You can get a base one for somewhere in the low 20s, and that's pretty much on par with other vehicles in the small crossover segment. So there you have it. That's the 2017 Nissan Rogue Sport. I'm Kyle Campbell, and I'll catch you next time, hopefully in a little bit less of an awkward position.